What's going on, YouTube world? This is your guy, Sealz the Man. Thank you for coming back and supporting and watching my videos. On today, I will talk about the types of women that get taken advantage of the most. You know, as I've told you guys and gals in my previous videos, I originally created this channel for my two younger nieces, so that then when they grew up, they would, become, accustomed to the game of their times. The more things change, the more they stay the same. So I'm sure when they get of age, things will probably be the same. So I've experienced and learned so much through my experiences that, I want to lay them the game. I want to show them what to avoid and what to look out for, and so they don't get played and just have the best opportunity at life. And doing that is describing how us men think. So this video is very important because I don't want them, and I don't want any of you, my followers, subscribers, and even if you're not, to be taken advantage of. And if you are one of these types, to look out for that, to work on it so you don't get played out here. And it's not just by men, it's by businesses, it's by people out here who just are not doing or looking for any good. So let's get into it. The first type of woman that gets played and taken advantage of the most is the woman who lacks a support system. Women who lack support systems, they are one of the most sought after slaves to some of these people. It's because they know they don't have any help. They know that there's not going to be anyone checking for them. They know that they're not going to have people or friends that's going to let them know, like, hey, that guy is no good. They know this. So manipulators, they look out for women like this. A classic example of this is pimps. They look out for women who are broken, who have no support systems, no one looking for them, no families, no friends. They know they are the perfect prostitute for them because they have no support. Therefore, they can do whatever they want with the woman, because who's going to check them, right? And also in this, because the woman has no support system, she feels that. She feels like she has no help or support. So she's going to treat her life in that way. So any controlling man or any controlling force that comes to her, she's just going to fall to it. She's going to bow down to it because she's given up. So that is the first type of woman that I will be laying in this video. Women who have no support system. The next type of woman that gets taken advantage of the most is a woman who's on her wits end. When you are on your wits end, you are this close to giving up. You feel like you've tried everything and nothing works. You feel like no one understands you. No one's trying to help you. No one's hearing your cries. No one's hearing your calls. So when you're at your wits end, you're at the end of the cliff. You're on the edge of the cliff. But you have to be careful to see the person who is grabbing you and hold you from jumping off that cliff. Because it is not always a good person or a good help. A lot of times it's people who are trying to manipulate you, trying to control you. And because they know you're about to give up, they know you are the perfect type to take advantage of, to take control of. So one thing I tell people, especially women, is that if you feel like you're at your wits end, there is always someone who is willing to support you. Even if you have to go outside of your comfortable space, your family, your friends, because sometimes they can be biased. Sometimes because they feel like, they know you'll be okay, girl. You'll get over it. Sometimes it takes outside eyes and external vision to see you, to look at you and be like, you know what, you need help. And not knowing you, they can see it that clearly. But once again, if you don't have any support, you feel like you're by yourself. And you're not the only one who sees you're by yourself. The dudes out here who are trying to control women sees you as well. And you are just right before his picking. So please be careful. If you are at your wits end, take your time and look for support, because I promise you there's always someone who is trying to help. The next type of woman who gets taken advantage of a lot is the woman who agrees to everything anyone says. Because in his eyes, he believes this woman has no mind of her own. Whatever says goes. Wherever anyone says, she follows. It's like she doesn't have her own backbone. She just goes with the wind. You don't want to be that type of woman. You want to have your own understanding of things, and you want to be firm in your beliefs. No matter what people think of it, you have to be firm in what you believe. You have to stand in your beliefs, because if not, you're going to be all over the place. You're going to believe everything. And in believing everything, you become everyone. You become a product, a clone, a ditto of everyone you come across, because you do not have your own morals, your own standards, your own rule of thought. And in being like that, you're going to come across people, specifically men, who are going to take advantage of you because they know whatever he says, you're going to do. If he jumps, you're going to say how high. You don't want to be that person. You don't want to get taken advantage of. When you live your lifestyle as your weakness, you are setting yourself up for failure. Do not do that. So I want you to not agree to everything you hear, even if it's from an incredible person. Believe what you believe and live your life through that. When people tell you things, it's okay to take your time, pause, and think on what they said and then respond. If you want to respond, sometimes you don't even have to respond. There's so many times I come across people and they say certain things and I'll be like, even though I disagree, I don't have to say I disagree. I don't have to show you why my opinion is right and yours is wrong. I don't have to do that. If I don't agree, I just don't agree and I keep it moving. Sometimes peace and sanity is better than argument and confrontation. I will take that any day. The next type of woman that gets taken advantage of a lot is the woman who is headstrong on time. She's concerned about time restraints. So let me explain. Women who are older, women who are realizing that they're running on their biological clock and that, they're running out of time to have kids. Or because they're getting older, they feel like their beauty is lessening and they're not going to be able to attract men that they want to. Women who are headstrong on time gets taken advantage of the most. Because when you become desperate in your desires, you will start to do things outside of your character to get the things you desire. Be careful. Also, be careful what you wish for because you just might get it. Think about that. And for women like this, I want you to remember, this is your life. Things are not going to go as planned always. But you have to be able to adapt. And specifically, you have to be able to adapt with how your life is going. I'm doing it every single day and every single week. I plan something for next week and then by the time next week comes, things change. I can't sit and pout. I can't rush myself and get desperate. No, I just have to adapt and remember that the goal does not change. And that's why you have to remember, you have to remind yourself that your goal is sustainable, that your goal is a real thing that's going to help you forever. You have to make your goal a worthy thing. So please do not let time make you desperate because you just might get exactly what you're asking for. So the next type of woman who gets taken advantage of a lot is the woman who is stuck on a certain type of man. I see this all the time. I need my men bad. I need my men with a beard and tattoos. I need my man to be 6'5" and up. I need my man to have $200,000 and up. Once again, be careful what you wish for because you just might get it. You might get a man that has all of that and will play you out, but you will be blind to it because that is your type. That is what you've been wanting for all your life. And then you finally get it, you're happy, you're satisfied because you got it. But you're not thinking about how you're getting played. He probably doesn't even like you. Like your men for who they are, not what they have or what they possess. Because if you do, if you stay continually getting these men with the certain types, you will set yourself up for failure. Guaranteed. And now, don't get me wrong, everyone has preferences. Everyone has preferences, but there is a difference between having preferences and straight up types. So be careful what you wish for. And the last type of woman that gets played out too much, a lot, unknowingly most times, is the woman who does not care about tomorrow. The woman who does not care about her future. She doesn't really think about down the line. She cares about the now. And because you care about the now, you might run into a man who sees that. He cares about his future. And if he sees that you can make his future easier without him fully invested in you, he's going to get you. And also on your part, if you don't care about tomorrow, if you don't care about your future, then you have no vision of what you want to be. You most likely have no long-term goals. Your desires and wants are mostly temporary. If you have nothing to work towards, then who will you be? You don't know that. And because you don't know who you're going to be, there's men who are going to take advantage of you if they are like that. You will be easy pickings for manipulators and predators out there because you don't know your true self. You don't know what you want to become. You're just happy with what you are today. You're not thinking on the outside. You're not thinking toward. You're not thinking in progress. And because of that, predators are going to get you because of that. You're not thinking. I'll tell you this. Investing in your future, thinking about your future is a sign of self-love. It is a sign that you respect yourself, that you care about yourself, that you want to be better. And if you're not giving off signs of self-love and self-esteem and self-confidence, these types of dudes will try to get you, because women who do not love themselves or show that they even love themselves gives off the sense that they are not going to protect themselves, especially from no good men. So make sure y'all be careful out there. I just want to keep y'all heads up and love yourself, protect yourself, and know that you are worthy. When you feel like, when you have an inkling, when your Spider-Man senses go off that you are getting taken advantage of, communicate it. And if he is not willing to communicate, then you know there's something wrong. Red flag, all right? So I want y'all to be good out there. Peace and blessings, and have a good evening. Bye.